So I'm so excited to introduce you to Sahar Nafal, and I'm going to read her short little bio, but then I'm just going to share um, about Sahar and why she's so special to me. So Sahar is the founder of the Soulful Leader community. She's a soul guidance mentor and creator of the altar process. She's a transformational leader with a passion for serving conscious women in leadership, leaders who are ready to alter the old way of doing to a new way of being. And drawing from a well of wisdom gained through education, going through adversity and her own experience, in 2020, she launched her signature Soulful Leadership Archetype program. And this program supports women to heal from the inside in order to create a flow of ease and grace on the outside. And her calling is to hold space for healing and expansion. So that's the formal part of it. What I want to share from the deepest part of my heart is Sahar and I are dear friends. And she is such a beautiful soul and has such a heart to help and to people. And she's so caring and loving and giving. And, you know, as a friend and as my mentor, she has been there for me no matter what and always has my back. And her wisdom and guidance and insights, like she's just constantly getting messages for me from God, universe, whatever you believe in, whatever words you use. And it has been invaluable for me in my life. And I'm just so grateful to be on this journey with Sahar because she's just made such a huge impact on my life in so many ways. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce her to all of you and to have her share her wisdom and heart with all of us today. So Sahar, I'm going to turn it over to you, my dear friend.
Thank you. I fully received that. Thank you, my dear friend. And it's just been an honor to have you as one of my top dearest friends on earth as we're navigating, especially right now, as we're navigating our way out of whatever it is that we're all going through. So thank you, dear soul, for showing up into my life, because you have brought so much wisdom and brilliance into my life as much as I have to you as well. So thank you.
You're so welcome. I receive.
Yes, thank you. Oh boy, I had an opportunity to listen to some of you speak, and I love the energy of who you are. Obviously, life is a mirror. We are a mirror of relationships. Every relationship in our life is a mirror of us. And obviously, Debbie Hoffman is only going to attract those who mirror her brilliance, her love, her heart, who she is. So I would love to do a presentation using my PowerPoint. I just actually did one on Monday and it was amazing. And so today I'd like to use PowerPoint as well. So let me go ahead and begin. All right, let me make sure everybody sees the PowerPoint.
Yep.
Perfect. And I know at times this row right here might be shown, so I don't know in the recording. Let me see if there's a way we could put that down. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. All right, so I just want to share a little story with you of what happened during the time of COVID. I was living in Illinois in 2020. Was there for about 2.5 years, 3 years almost. My family was there. My dad was there. Has to have surgery, and so I decided to go and stay there with him. Our dad passed, and last October or October before that, and so my journey there was over, and I wanted to stay a little bit longer in Illinois until on a January morning, the second week of January of 2020, I had a really strong message that said, it's time for you to go home, back to California. I'm a native Bay Arean, and I lived in the Bay Area for over 43 years. And so it's time for you to go back home. And I didn't understand, but wait, I like it here. I'm establishing community here. I have friends here. I want to stay a little bit longer. I don't feel like it's time for me to go, but that message kept repeating over and over. It's time for you to go home. And I want to share something with you, ladies and gentlemen, that when you hear a message, it is important that you tune in and you say yes, except that I only had 2 months to sell all my furniture, because that's what I was told, to sell all my furniture, ship my car, pack my stuff, belonging, find a place to put them, find a home in the Bay Area. And I had events scheduled towards the end of January where women were coming to my home. Yes, it was that time where people were coming to our homes. And I didn't know what to do. And I just kept getting trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. And that's exactly what I did. I trusted the process, and everything I ever needed showed up for me. Everything I ever needed showed up for me because I said yes to whatever it is I was guided to do. What I didn't know that COVID was on its way. I don't watch news, so I had no idea. Left everything, and there are no coincidence, but my contract with the apartment, or my agreement was ending on the 3rd of March. So I packed everything, spent one night at my daughter's house in Chicago, and I took off and I arrived here 03/03/2020 at 222. 222 means a new beginning. And I arrived here and I was so excited. And that place that I needed to stay at, which was my cousin's studio, was available to me. And I stayed there. And I said, I'll move to another home when I'm ready, or move to a home or rent an apartment when I'm ready. And so everything I needed was aligned. So when you make a decision, everything shows up for you. Then the universe finds a way to support you when you're listening to whatever it is that you're guided for. That's the message I want to share with you today. And so COVID hit, and I literally went into a spiral. As an empath, I know many of you are, we pick up the energy of the collective, the fear, the uncertainty, the frustration, the everything that is happening. So I made sure to protect myself, but just like everybody else, I went into that spiral because I lost all my clients. And even if it was my life depending on it, I wasn't able to even get any new clients. No one was saying yes to me because everybody was in that space of fear. What's going to happen to us? We need to hold on to our money. And coaching was the last thing they ever want to spend their money on. And of course, those who have owed me thousands of dollars stopped as well, right? So I found myself, of course, tapping into my savings, but the fear came up for me. But I remembered, just like I surrendered when I was guided, I remembered that I am supported and guided by the universe, by God, 100%, and I should surrender and trust the process. And so I decided to do something which I didn't even know it was a process, which later became the altar process. So that's what I'm going to be talking to you about, and I'll tell you a little bit about what unfolded for me. So I decided to go ahead and just trust the process, and things again began to unfold on such deep level. New platforms began to unfold for me. The Soulful Leadership platform began to unfold for me. I start serving and helping others. But what happened is I was asked to serve. When I got on my knees and asked for what I wanted, I was asked to serve. And I said, hold on a second. How am I going to be receiving abundance if I serve only? That selfish part of me, right? The ego part of me. But again, I let it go and I said, I will serve. And I ended up serving over 120 sessions within 3 months, the month of June, July, and August. Over 120 people. I was doing 1 to 2 sessions per day to support and to help people get out of where they're at while I was going through that. So serving was one of the most powerful things that you could ever do. So I have a question for you. Well, a statement. You, each and every one of you, have the capacity to alter your way of doing to a new way of being, to arrive on the path that your soul's calling. If you choose and decide that you are 100% guided by your spirit, God, your faith, whoever, whatever you want to call it, you have that capacity to alter. Okay. So the process that while I was coaching these people that came through me was called the altar process. It literally gave me the word altar. I had no clue what it was. But what I realized later, it stood for ask. I did get on my knees and ask for guidance and support. And then I listened. And then I took action upon it. And I said, okay, I listened that I'm supposed to be serving. And I took action upon it. And then I got engaged by serving. And guess what happened when I came from a place of service, ladies and gentlemen? I began to receive some of the people that I was serving. It was women, men, different background, cultures, people from all over the world were just like left and right, been introduced to me, family members. Please, Sahar, we heard that you help people. I would get on a call and I would serve. And some of the people ended up hiring me. I had no packages with this new thing. I had no processes. I just said, okay, let's do this. And I would just give them whatever rate, whatever is based on what they have. And I just began to help them because I said yes to serving. So number one is asking. But before we begin, there's a fundamental question I want each and every one of you to ask yourself. Are you ready for it? What do you hope for this coming year that is different from other years? And if you are in a place of needing better health, go ahead and put better health for this year or the following year. I want better relationship with myself or my children, just as one of you have shared that she works with families, right? I want better relationship with myself to go inwards and have more spiritual depth, connection to God, Spirit, Jesus, whoever it is that you believe in. I want to have more friendships. That's what I want to have better, right? I want to be able to have more money. I want to be able to follow up better. That's why Debbie's here, right? I want my business to thrive. I want to enroll more people. What is it that you hope this coming year or 2021 to be different from last year? So go ahead and drop it in the chat. And I want to go ahead and check and see what you have written, because I want to make sure this is an interactive opportunity for you. Better relationship with my son. I love that. Beautiful. Most remarkable. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, please go ahead and feel free throughout our time together to go ahead and just drop in the chat box. I see one more. Let me go ahead and see what it is. I'll be asking a lot of questions because I love interacting with people. Friendships, serving more parents. I love that. Yes, friendships, more business help. Beautiful. Save more parents. Yes, definitely. Business to thrive. Double my business income. More abundance. Any clients easy. Beautiful. Healed, who is helping me better. Relationship to my children. Energy and focus. I love all of those. So they're all going to be manifesting once you alter the old way of doing to a new way of being. And let me share with you what it's all about. So first is we ask, right? So easy. You ask through prayers. You ask through different ways. I'll show you in just a little bit. But what I want to ask you to do before you ask, and this is something I didn't do personally, but it was given to me later, that you have to always be grateful for where you're at. Especially grateful for 2020 to have shifted you to where you're at right now, right? I am grateful for 2020 because without it, I won't be here doing this right now with you. Number two is to let go. What are you ready to let go of? It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental. Obviously, letting go of the mental aspect of you doing things over and over again. Physical, maybe decluttering, letting go of things that are no longer serving you. Emotional, it could be a relationship that you're ready to let go of, right? And again, in the chats, write down, what are you grateful for? What are you ready to let go of? You could just choose one or all three. And lastly, clarity. What do you want to invite into your life right now? Again, we answer that fundamental question. What do you want change? And you, as you're having, you want better relationship, but are you ready to invite a new relationship into your life? You want better health, but are you ready to step into eating better, right? Exercising, doing what needs to be done for you. So having clarity about it and being ready. So let me check the chat and see what's going on. I'm grateful for my health. I love that. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Right. I let go lots of my clutter in my home and office. Excellent. This is it. This is it. Thank you for sharing. And the next is the first ask. Now you're grateful, you have clarity. And the next thing is, universe, how may I be of service today? Take a deep breath, everyone. How can I be of service? How can I be of service right now to humanity? How can I heal? It's not about you. It's about the collective. It's about the us. It's about the we, ladies and gentlemen. It is about the we. And if you come from that place of service, I promise you, that things are going to unfold for you beyond your imagination. How can I serve right now? It's not about how many clients can I have and how many people can I enroll into my program, or how much income, or about my cash flow. How can I serve? Obviously, we serve through our business. These are the ways in which we, offer. But at the same time, are you really coming from a place of serving beyond just being paid for? Ask yourself. So that's the first ask. Let me check your chats and see if there's anything else. Grateful for life, trauma, helping people. Grateful for that. Beautiful. Yes, I love that. Healing the trauma of people better in the world. One of the things I want to tell you, as I served, I didn't ask who they are, where they come from. They were not my ideal clients. I didn't enroll anything. There was one that I'll never forget. It was a 95-year-old man. And you know what was his wish when I asked him, what do you want to be better? He said, I want to find my purpose before I leave this planet. Can you imagine what that brought, the joy that brought to me, that I helped him open up and clear his channels so he could get directly what is his purpose? And I told him, you have already served your purpose. And I shared it with him and he was crying. So it's when you're serving, you also become part of the collective of healing, because when you heal the collective, you heal yourself. Listening is the next one, right? What are you listening for? What are you listening for? There are clues, thoughts, serendipities, coincidences, voices, truths, emotions. When you're listening, it's not just a voice that's speaking to you. I do hear a voice. I don't hear a voice. I get a voice, right? And I see images, but there are always clues. When you're ready to launch something, all of a sudden you get an invitation to speak like I did today, right? When the universe aligns things with you, serendipities of meeting people that are here to support you and serve you, the coaches that you need, like Debbie showed up for you in order for you to have a better business. Truths, you'll know and you'll feel the truths, what is not right and what is right. The voices sometimes of yourself or the divine, right? The emotions that you feel when you meet someone, you got to know them. These are all the clues that you're constantly, your physical body need to always be tuned in order for you to hear and listen to all these clues. I listened and was guided to serve over 130 souls. The Soulful Guided Meditation in 3 months. And I want to just remind you how powerful that is. It helped me launch my business when I said yes to serving. Next is take action. That's where Debbie's come in. Man, I learned so much about follow-up with her. Her and I mastermind, and she kicks my butt. She goes, Sahar, did you follow up today? Sahar, did you enroll right? I'm really good at it, but her skill set is so powerful, so I have to take action, right? But often, there are voices that are stopping us from taking action. And I want to ask you right now, what voice, and you could go ahead and write it in the chat, is stopping you from taking action, and how is it showing up? I'll give you an example since here with the follow-up queen. When you're ready to follow up, what are the voices that are in your head that are saying, right? No, don't do that. Is it procrastination? Is it all of a sudden something, oh my God, I'll do that later? That's procrastination. Is it fear of doubt or fear of rejection, right? How is it showing up? Is it through fear? Is it through, okay, I got to go do this now? How is it showing up? If you tune in, and I'm just using follow-up right now because that's where we're at. If you tune in and you're ready to do something, even launching a new program or even enrolling someone, what is sabotaging? What is stopping in your way? Let me go ahead and hear. All right. I see my fear spot. Yes, my fear stops me. Absolutely. I'm tired. Okay. Anything else? Thank you for your honesty. Stephen, not knowing and stress. Okay. I have one here. Is talking about how I can help someone is bragging, so I don't keep connecting to people. What a great sabotager right here. Thank you for being honest. Yes. And so it's like, yes, I so relate. I so relate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And then engaging, right? Finally, we break through, we are taking action, and now we we engage. So how do you engage? This is one of my favorite things I used to teach so many years ago, but now bringing it back into the altar process, because I'll tell you what, you need to take an inventory with the people you engage with in your life on a regular basis. I wish we could go deeper with this one, but I'm not going to be able to go further other than you taking notes right now. Are you ready? The people whom you surround yourself with in your personal life and community. Remember, we are a mirror of everything, of everyone. The people that are in our lives are a mirror of us. Our vibrational energy frequency need to match those who are with us, right? Even in your personal life, your family, your friends, whoever they are, ladies and gentlemen, whoever they are, you need to pay attention to who they are. Are they serving your highest good? Are they encouraging you to do what needs to be done? Are they supporting you become the brilliant, beautiful person? Are they loving on you? Are they accepting you? Are they forgiving you? Are they not criticizing you? The people in your work with your business circle, Debbie is one of them. You know, I hope I will be able to support some of you as well. And I'm somebody who I could support you and be in your business circle, meaning you have extra support and guidance. Debbie does the business aspect of it, and I could help you, support you with your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual aspect of it. The people in the world, also business could be your clients. So make a list of all these people, your personal people in your personal life, people in your business life, people in the world that you're engaging with. I love working with people all over the world, and I keep a relationship, whether it's Switzerland or Dubai or Panama or anywhere in the world, Canada, right? In the United States, everywhere. Who are these people that you're engaging with? What are you doing to give back to parts of the world? And then your spiritual journey. Who is part of your spiritual journey? Do you have a coach, a mentor, or even better, who are the people that you are, or the entities, or the spirit guides, or the people that you believe in? Those are all part of your spiritual journey. So the physical and non-physical are also part of your journey. All right. So go ahead and in the chat, go ahead and put down maybe the people, the new inventory, the inventory that you need to make a list of, that you need to add more to. Which one is it? Your personal, your business, your world, or spiritual? And I'll look at it in just a second. And last but not least is receiving. Receiving is the last part of the altar process. And let me just check. I know somebody put a chat here, and it is called the people. Let me see here. Okay. People of the world. That could be definitely people in the business and business. Thank you. And the people worldwide. I love it. We're all, we're all in this together. If everything is one in the globe, everything is one in the universe, there's nothing in our way. Nothing is in our way. Last but not least is the R, receiving. I wish I could do more, but I want to honor my time. So what is receiving? Many of us grow up believing that it is noble to give than to receive. If you relate, say, I relate in the chat. I relate. How many of us get the opportunity after we ask for what we want, listen to what we're guided at, we're taking action, making these phone calls, we're even like engaging, and all of a sudden it was time for us to ask for what we want, whether it is from a relational, from your spouse or your loved ones, or is it asking for what you want from the universe, asking for what you want for your health, or even your doctor, even asking for what you want from your clients. What happens is, I have been taught that it is more noble to give. So you give and give and give and give, and you go into a spiral. Working hard, working hard. That's one of the archetypes I showed up. It showed up while I was doing these. No more working hard. It's working less and receiving more, right? This is how you relate. And with that being said, I want to invite you, and of course, receiving abundance. So let me just check the chats a little bit, because I want to have some more time to answer the questions. And I'm watching the clock right now. I have a few more minutes. So I was taught not to give as a child, and found religion community based on giving, learning. Absolutely. Absolutely. I get that. I could relate. Thank you. I could relate. I relate. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. And so this part of which the receiving is so huge that I am doing co-facilitating a free not all day, sorry, about 2 hours or hour and a half, a workshop, and I'm going to show it to you. It's called The Soul of Abundance, How the Feminine Magnetized Soulful Abundance. And we are creating to rise of the divine feminine. It's my dear friend and I, Jan Jorgensen, and I want to invite you to it. What I'll do is maybe I'll have Debbie send the link. We just thought we'd do it, and we're going to dive deeper into. So this is one of my gifts that I want to give you today, is to join us on April 29th. And I'll make sure once the page is complete to give it to Debbie, and she could pass it on to you. And for those who have already done a session with, I'll send that to you personally. But I just want to let you know that we'll dive into the receiving aspect of how to call in our abundance as the feminine rising. And so again, reflect on the question as we're wrapping it up. What do you hope for this coming year that is different from other years based on the altar process? So I'm ready to give you a gift. All right. This gift, for those of you who have not yet experienced my soul guidance session, Debbie will go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll spend 25 to 30 minutes with you. We'll do the scanning exercise, we'll process. I'll check in, see what are you stuck? Where are you stuck? Where are you not moving forward? What can I do to help and guide you on this session? This is something I continue to do. I do have 5 more spots for April. We've already done 5. I did 2 yesterday. And it's just something that I love, love, love to do and love to give. And of course, I have, different things that are happening in my life that I'll share with you, some of the things that are showing up in different programs that I'm working on. But right now, it's about me serving and about me giving and about me helping you in every single way. So with that being said, I think I did it on time. If anybody has, I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. Do we have a few more minutes for Q&A, Debbie?
Yeah, we have a few minutes, and then we might go a little bit over 11:30, and then we'll go into the vendor booths. I just want to have a minute or two to let you know what's coming next. But yes, if you have any questions, Virginia had a question that you seem to say that business was in the world too. Could you clarify people in business and business in the world?
People in business and business in the world. Victoria, if you are here, is it okay if you ask that question personally?
Virginia, yeah, Virginia, you can open up.
Sure. Hi. So when you were talking, you talked about the business world, and then, I forget the names of it now, but business, and then you talked about business in the world section too. So I was just looking for a little clarity.
I think you're talking about taking inventory. Is that the time?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So when we are ready to look at the people in our world, right? We have to look and divide them into our personal world, friends and family and members, significant others. Then the people that are in our business, which include clients, coaches, healers that you're working with, people that are vendors, whoever it is that's supporting you. Then we go into the world. Now the world, what's happening is we're opening it up globally, and I'm inviting everybody to expand their business to go globally. You don't have to just stay within your limitation of the United States. Not that there's not a lot of abundance, but maybe that's what it was meant. I don't know. I don't know if I answered that question.
So could potential clients, would they be in the world, or are they in your business?
Yes.
Which one?
Potential clients.
Yeah.
And I'm still not understanding the question, but the potential clients can be from the world.
Okay.
Because we're all one. I don't know how to explain to you. When you call in, whatever it is that you want to call in, it becomes part of who you are and part of your community that you're engaging in.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Any other questions? And then maybe we'll wrap it up. Anybody? Yes? Anybody has any questions?
Anybody have any other questions for Sahar?
Hello? No? Perfect. How
All right,
many,
awesome.
just by a raise of hand, how many have done my session already? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay. And so I invite the rest of you to please, if you are called, obviously, I would love, love, love to serve you. Okay.
Sahar, where are you living now?
I'm in Newport Beach.
Ooh la
Again,
la.
I was guided to come here, and yeah, I'm in Newport Beach.
And she's very coachable. When she hears the messages, she listens.
Yes.
Well, Sahar, thank you so much for that beautiful presentation, your incredible wisdom and heart. One of the things I'll just share really briefly, and then we'll wrap up, is that coming from Wall Street, very much, coming from the head, right? Coming from the masculine and coming from the intellect, right? And for years, Sahar's like been saying, Debbie, just sink into your heart, trust your intuition. Like I was so in my head from years and years and years of being on Wall Street. And that's just a constant reminder. And so it's been an incredible journey for me. She still reminds me, but I'm coming so much more from my heart and connecting with people so much more deeply. And it just feels so much better and so much more authentic to who I am and how I want to show up. So that's just kind of one example of how I've benefited so greatly from Sahar.